Yay! All right, we're here. It
Um,
is
Mel-
May.
Melissa,
Yeah.
we're seeing your Facebook page picture, not you.
Oh, let me spotlight something different. Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Super. I think that's because I've got my audio going through my phone and because I want to be able to show my work surface in a little bit. So anyway, I've got all the gadgets and gizmos going today. So, but I'm going to kind of move that a little bit. Okay. Yay, it's May. We're solidly in the new catalog. We have a couple of opportunities for stamping and the like. If you haven't participated in the organized swap yet, or you haven't said yes, it's not too late, which I know seems crazy. But if you don't have plans and you want to knock out some swaps this week, we will make it happen. So with the way that we do the organized swap now is it's 10 plus one. So we can take as many people as we want because we just cascade the swaps. So you'll see all of the swaps. You won't get all of the swaps because we'll go over 10 people. But what I like about that is we can keep taking people. So sometimes at the beginning of May, people are like, no, no way, I can't do that. And then as May progresses, they're like, yeah, I could put together some nice swaps. I could do something. So our organized swap, we do one per stamp set. So that's the only limitation though, is if someone else is taking the stamp set you want, then you can't do it. And we do, of course, all current, papers and colors and things like that. Whole full cards. So you'll get full cards back. And I've already gotten Elena's and Lisa Ray's. I do this for Candy's team. So it's a bigger group than just our group. And so getting swaps rolling in. They're due on Saturday, this weekend. If you can't get them to me until Sunday, that's okay too, because I'm not going to mail them out until Tuesday, because Monday's Memorial Day. So if you haven't signed up, go look under Southern Sweet Stampers for the organized swap and go see if one of the stamp sets you have is not taken, and then you can take it and you can make 11 swaps and send them or drop them off to me. And it'll be awesome. And I'm excited. Sometimes it takes me a while to get warmed up to the new papers and catalog and stuff like that. And so if that was the case and you're like, oh, okay, no, now I'm feeling it. Like now I've had a chance to play with some stuff and I'm ready. The other opportunity is our shoebox swap. I said in the message I would cut the shoebox swap off yesterday, but I was camping and I didn't. So today, after tonight's meeting, if you're interested in coming to the shoebox swap, it's on Saturday, June 1st at my house. I know for those of you who aren't local, I'm sorry. Sad. But it'll be fun. We also, again, try not to duplicate cards. Kathleen, did Linda Dale Roos, did she respond to that at all? I know that you had commented that she had commented, but then I don't know if she commented back. We'll check and see. I think you can take Mediterranean blooms though, but Kathleen, you take whichever one you want. I mean, you'll kill both of them. So I know you're on, but maybe your mic's not on. So.
Sorry, my phone wouldn't let me do the mute thing. It wouldn't do the reactions. I was like, why is it not giving me that option? Yeah, I did not see her respond at all.
Okay.
Do we know if she's coming? We
No,
don't.
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, great.
So you which one do you want? You pick.
Let me look at it and then I'll let you know.
Okay. Message in the group or message on that
perfect
event.
Will
yeah.
do.
So the shoebox swap, because I open it up to demonstrators who are not on our team, it is on my business page as an event. So the organized swap is an event for Southern Sweet Stampers because it's open to everyone on Southern Sweet Stampers. The shoebox swap I open to all demonstrators, like in the Austin-ish area. And so that is why it's on my business page. So if you're looking for one or the other, and that is why they're in different places, I know sometimes it's confusing as to why I post things in different places. Maybe that will help explain why I do that. Questions about the shoebox swap or the organized swap?
Yes, ma'am. I
Yes,
have a
Anita.
question. On the swap one, it says 10 plus 1, but we only make 10 cards, right?
No, you make 11
For the swap one,
for the organized swap. Yep.
and also the shoebox one is 11. Is that right?
I haven't finished confirming the number for shoebox. I'll do that tonight. So like
Okay.
I was going to give everybody till tonight to finish that.
Okay, but the swap one is 11 cards. Because it
Yes.
says 10 plus 1, that means 11. So
Yes.
that's what you mean by that?
Yes.
Well, all these things are confusing.
I know. So we say 10 plus 1 because you'll get 10 cards back and then the organizer gets 1. So that's how swaps are run at like when we do like convention swaps or when we do like big mail-in swaps with leaders or other groups. So yes, 10 plus 1 is 11. So math is hard. I just did a whole spreadsheet on math to talk about our April sales challenge. So a couple of kudos for last month. We had the send 3 card challenge and we had several people participate in that. And Miss Pat Mora won. I spun the wheel of names. And so Pat gets to pick if she wants to get some of the customized Post-it notes, if she needs more of those, or if she'd like an embellishment. So the Post-it notes are the ones that have that little saying on them. I didn't sign this card before I sent it off to you. Instead, it holds my warmest thoughts, invisible but true. So if you find you need to brighten someone's day, take this card and sign it and send it on its way. So it's a nice way to leave the inside of a card blank, right? So someone can reuse the card. So Miss Pat, do you want that or do you want some embellishments? What's your preference?
I'll take some embellishments, but I love those Post-it notes.
Good.
Yeah, they're great.
I'm so glad. Okay. I'm going to send you some of the swirl dots. I was like, oh, I don't have that camera on. Ha ha ha. Let me see. Let me turn that camera. I'll send you. Nope, wrong way. All right. And I love you computers today. I will send you some of these. Oh, I can share. We can be side by side. Yes.
Oh, those are pretty.
Yeah, these are fun. These are the ones that go with the latte suite. But I think they're really nice soft colors. And so I think they're nice. Fun colors. So, okay, good. I'm going to put
Thank
your name
you.
on there. Yeah, absolutely. A couple other kudos. I have a fun little graphic that I'll put up tomorrow. But we had,
Those are all the necklaces you took out?
oh, here, I'm going to mute everybody. Let's see. Okay. Sorry. I'm just gonna mute everybody just so that we don't have a bunch of background noise or whatever. Okay. Sorry, lost my train of thought. It happens a lot. So last month we had 2 rockstar recruiters. We had Lisa Hagan, who recruited Amber Lawrence. Is that correct? Lisa, are you here tonight? Or Terry, are you here tonight?
Yeah, she recruited her. She lives in
Yeah.
Washington State.
Yeah.
Yeah, way away.
Way
She,
far away.
Yeah, she knew her through Mordaire. And they got to talking and boom, there it was.
That's so cool. That's awesome. And then Sarah Amuso recruited last month as well. And we're welcoming back Sharon to our midst. Say hi, Sharon Jones. Yay. And then I recruited Veronica. Yay. So, although I think that was this month, not last month. So, whatever. You'll get celebrated a lot. It's great. And then we had some high sales. We had Glenda Brown, who killed it with $1 bazillion in sales. No, it wasn't that much, but it was a lot. Glenda was determined to win that April sales challenge. And then we had 5 other people who were over 500. Patsy Palmer, Sharon Thompson, Rhonda Lewis, Glenda Brown, and Natalie Brewer. So we had a robust month last month. In addition to those people who all achieved their April sales challenge, we also had Anita who completed her April sales challenge as well. So congratulations to everybody. Yay. So the April sales challenge, if you completed this challenge successfully, you should have gotten an email from Stampin' Up with some information about the event, when it's happening, because they're going to have a virtual event, and some details about all of that, and other supplies you need to make the projects. It's like a craft along with staff from headquarters. So if you achieve that and you haven't gotten that email, reach out to Stampin' Up and just tell them like, hey, I achieved my April sales challenge. I didn't get that email. But also check your junk mail and your spam, and sometimes all that stuff gets caught up in there. So I promised that I would give my glass mat to the person who had the highest percentage of growth over last April, which was actually more complicated to figure out than one would imagine. I needed a spreadsheet. And it's kind of weird because it's not the largest amount of money, right? It's the percentage of growth, right? And so it kind of disadvantaged folks who had a pretty solid April last year, and it advantaged folks who didn't have a great April last year. And so even if because this was the other thing, I was trying to say, well, if they didn't have 300, then what's the percentage? But it's still incredibly high. So our highest percentage of growth was Rhonda Lewis, who I don't know if Rhonda's here tonight. So I will reach out to Rhonda and make sure that she wants the glass mat and she's still interested in it. And then our second place person with the next highest percentage of growth was Glenda Brown. And so Glenda, you had a great April. Glenda, my backup award, because remember I had 2 awards, was the very cute hat. And I don't think you got it. Did you? Did you get the hat? No. Well, and you like hats, don't you? And you look cute in them. Uh-huh. So I think Miss Glenda is going to be very happy to get her hat. So I will have it for you on Monday. This will not go in the mail. I'm not mailing this, but I'm going to see you on Monday. So you get your very own Inspired Create Share hat. It's super cute. It even has it like on the inside, and it even has like a little like Stampin' Up logo and stuff. It's so cute. It's such a cute hat. So I just don't look good in hats, y'all. It's just not it's not my vibe. So, but when they make a Stampin' Up headband, I'll be all over it. So, okay. So, I'm going to have Sarah share. I asked her to share a little bit, and so I'm going to have her share. And let's see, let me find her. I'll say, let me find her. And then you're muted, but I still love you. No, you're still muted. I don't know. Oh, there you are.
Oh, we both did it at the same time, I think. Okay. Where's the blur thing?
Oh, yeah, that silly
Oh, it's under video. That's right. Okay.
video.
Let me unblur that just because. Okay. So this project I did at Melissa's retreat. And when I was thinking about the project, I said, we all get so much paper and stuff, and we have these big packs of paper, and then you use a sheet or two, and then, you have all this left over, or you use it for class or whatever. And then you have this odd shaped strip that's left. So my first thought was that we all got paper over celebration and everything else, and um that it probably would be a good idea to show people how to do like these template cards, not necessarily one sheet wonders because you may not have a whole sheet left. But so I started to think about doing, there's somebody on YouTube, I think it is, call me Crafty Al, where every month she does a new template. And so I started to like go through her website, and I can't ever think of the name of that, whatever the thing is that she does, but it's something about it's like a punny kind of word. But anyway, that's not important. So we're at convention and I'm sitting there and we realized that there are now templates on page 22 of your catalog. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to use our own thing instead of, doing helping someone else out with, online. Let's promote ourselves and show that our catalog now has templates. So that's a good thing. So even better was there was a demo and I'll post it in Melissa's in C2C, but there's Sharon's stamping spot. And what she did is she took the templates on page 22 and she made cards from each of them and she put all of the measurements. So score the look of Sarah once again, because I'm like crunching to prep for the retreat and I had every intention of being so early. And of course I'm prepping like at the 11th hour like usual. But anyway, I think it turned out pretty well. What I did was I took the different templates and I made a little display board, and I know it was going to be kind of hard to show here, but this is what the little templates, and it's probably reverse for you guys, but each template had all the instructions of, all the measurements. So I took the Stampin' Up metal grid, thing that was like 2 pieces that opened up, and I took each of those templates and I made a little, guide for it. Now, some of them look really cute. Like, this is an example. I have the template. I have, there's the 2 pieces of paper, the circle, everything about this template in the catalog is basically paper, a focal point with some kind of greeting on it, and either a little ribbon or some embellishments or whatever. And I found that you can really make it your own. It doesn't all have to be flat like this. You can pop up either the greeting, or I'll show you the cards that I actually created for the class. So this is one of them, and this is, I had all the template numbers, but you'll see when you get the template, the PDF. It's basically just 3 strips of paper and the greeting. You can use any punch you have, any circle, any whatever you want to make. You can just cut a square if you wanted to. But so what I did is I popped 2 of the strips of paper up so that it gave it some dimension. I put the strip of I thought the pretty patterned paper that went with that paper. I added a piece of ribbon. I added an extra layer, and then I added a couple embellishments. And so in the class, everyone got the ribbon, and they got the trio of sequins, which is not available any longer, but it was in the clearance rack at the time. So that was one card. Another card.
Template number 3.
Was template number 3. Okay. Another card was just literally the 2 pieces of paper. One was flipped over from the other. It's always a good thing that you can just, use what you've got, make it all work. This was the sunny day from Celebration, and it had like all these different, different patterns of paper. So it had clouds, it had strawberries, it had cherries, it had flowers. And originally my thought was like, let's show how that one pack of paper is so versatile and there's so many different things in that paper that you can do. And then so it turned into this. So this is just a faux shaker. And for anyone who hasn't seen this yet, it's basically, your quarter sheets that you would put on as your layer. I put on the patterned paper. I stamped right on the patterned paper. You put the whole thing in a clear envelope. You kind of make it tight around the piece of card stock that you're using, and then you just throw some sequins into the envelope, and then it's a little faux shaker, and you tape that whole thing right onto the front of your card. So you don't have to get crazy with all the dimensionals and tape and all that. If you don't want to, you can just do a faux shaker. And actually the card I'm going to do from the catalog, the Case of Catalog card, is going to be very similar to that. So this was
And
another one.
one thing I love about that, Sarah, is that they actually show in the catalog on page 122 that that's how you can use clear envelopes. Because I think clear envelopes are kind of under marketed. Like, I don't think that customers know how to use them. And this is a great way to sell them. And they actually show
Yeah.
how to do the shaker card in there.
Everyone thought this was really cool. I used some of the blue, some of the green. It was the pool party color. And here are the colors of the sequins. Didn't necessarily match as blue as pool party, but the blue and the green kind of brought in the color and used those. Another one was just a simple quarter sheet. You could either cut it into 3 segments, which is what I did because I followed template number 13. They took a 3" by 4¼ inch piece of paper, a 2¼ by 4¼ and a 1¼ by 4¼ You could just take one quarter sheet of paper and just rip it and just make it work. Just tape it all down, and then here's my little greeting. Added a little ribbon. I added I pulled in the strawberry from the ice cream set, but this paper was part of that whole, like, so diverse, flowers, fruit, added a couple sequins. And if you have a little piece of paper hanging around, just rip it and put it on the card. And then the last card I did for the class was template number 9. And this one was like truly the use of whatever scraps you have left. And it was, I think it was a 1/2 inch by 4, I think, or 3.5 inch, let's say 3 3/4 by 1/2 inch. I took all the papers from the pack. So there's the cherries and the flowers and the sun and all that. And I just used the overall color and added my greeting and a bow. And so I used up a whole bunch of little scraps that I had. That little 1/2 inch that you cut off your quarter sheet of paper, you can use all of them and just cut little ends and leave some straight. And that was that. So so that's the thing. I would recommend that you guys really use those templates that are in the catalog. You can help yourself to design cards. Some are really basic, like I don't know that I'd necessarily just have a piece of paper with a little, ribbon, maybe put a stamp here or whatever, but this is very basic. But here's some different ideas. So this could be the pattern paper. You could put a coordinating little scrap of, cardstock. All the measurements are here. Here's a really cute one too, where you're just taking, the pattern paper, a coordinating color, putting a little banner on it. So it'll help you design classes. It'll help your customers use up all their little pieces of paper. Because if you guys are like me at all, I have so much paper at the end of the cycle of, catalogs that I just, I keep it because I'm like, I love this paper. But the best thing to do is to use it. And now my goal is for every pack of paper that I get, I try and teach enough classes with that same paper, or enough people that I can use up as much of that paper. And so I took all these samples, and then I also just had some where I took the little diagrams and the measurements, and I just kind of mounted them on paper. Now, ultimately, I can go through and make sure that I have samples for all of these. But, I think, it's just really a good thing for you to show your customers and make them use and cut their paper, or not be worried about like saving every little scrap because they can put it on a card. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Any questions for Sarah? I love the templates. I was working on I was working on our paper party that I'm doing, and I had some really good ideas out the gate, and then I got stuck a little, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the templates. And I started messing around with the templates, and I finished it out strong, and I'm really happy with them. So I think it's a great opportunity to play. Again, page 22. And then Sarah will post that document so
Yeah.
that
There's
they'll-
lots of samples even in the catalog. As you're going through, you'll be like, oh, that's one of those templates. You know, and just make it interesting all on your own. Add some
Mhm.
height, add
Yeah,
some
you could,
sparkle or
you
whatever.
could dry emboss as one of the layers.
Yeah.
They don't all have to be flat, you know, but I think the templates are great. So I'm super excited that we got those. And there's lots of other card templates out there. Lots of people do template things. It's just nice to kind of bring what was happening, I think, on the internet, you know, into the catalog. So then our customers are more aware of it. I think then all of our, you know, demonstrators are more aware of it too. So, but you can find lots of card templates. If you type in card template, like you're gonna see there's tons and tons of samples. So, but yay, thanks, Sarah. Thanks for sharing. I thought that was so cool. I was so glad you did that. So, and for me, it helps to see it in real life. And I think measurements obviously help all of us, right? Like we're all, you know, you can kind of look at the picture and guess, but it's always nice to have some measurements and not mess up a whole bunch of paper. So, good. So any questions about where we are kind of in the cycle? So where we are right now, it's May. We have one more paper pumpkin that's been released. The June paper pumpkin is peaches. It's like all fruit themed and it's peach pie is the main color and it looks really cute. I'm excited. The online exclusives will be live for demonstrators in June and live for customers in July. We know online exclusives will have some holiday stuff, Christmas, maybe even some Halloween, maybe even some Thanksgiving as well, some fall. So that's good because that gets us a start on the fall crafting period. And we don't have to wait, you know, our customers don't have to wait until September for their fall crafting needs. So that's awesome. If you signed up for Creativity Now, it is in June. You can purchase your Creativity Now items now, your Creativity Now. And if you didn't, no worries. Those items will be included in the fall catalog. So they'll go live to demonstrators in August. So we'll get a preview of the holiday catalog in July, and then we'll be able to order from the holiday catalog in August. And the holiday catalog is a mini catalog. So generally, we're able to order everything. Now you can only order one or two of everything, two of the consumables, one of the non-consumables, but you can get your crafting going in August, which is great. And if you really want to get your holiday crafting going, you can check out the online exclusives in June. Questions, Anita?
On the online exclusives, how do we know which ones are available for us, like for demonstrators? You said the demonstrators have pre-order. Well, how do you know which ones are for that we can order? Or
That's a
that are
great
new?
Yes. So when it opens in June, so one, they will give us some preview materials. I'm thinking next week we'll get preview. So next week they'll probably launch a page that talks about the July online exclusives, and we'll get to see some of it then. And then when the pre-order goes live on June 1, there will be like a link at the top. There'll be like a bar, kind of like when you were able to order for like the annual catalog, then you're able to click that and you're able to see it. The other way they're marking it is if you go into if you're in your demonstrator view and you go to the online store and you search, then they'll show images and it'll say like pre-order only. There's a little tiny banner on the thumbnail image, like the preview thumbnail image of each thing. And it says like pre-order only or only demo pre-order or something like that. There's a tiny little mark. And I'll make sure when it goes live, I'll post a sample of that so that we can look at that and make sure that everybody knows how they can find it. So far, as of lately, the pre-orders have been going well in terms of like them not selling out before the pre-orders over. And they're able to, I think, play with stock levels in a way that they're able to make sure that, they know now that we're excited about online exclusives and they know we're excited about the holidays. So they're going to do a good job, I think, with inventory levels on that. That was interesting. The Creativity Now products actually went unorderable, which was really weird. More people ordered the Creativity Now products than they thought were going to. And it wasn't all the products, it was the stamp set, which was weird. But the stamps are made here in Kanab in Utah. And so they were able to call and be like, hey, put a pause on whatever you're making right now, switch the machine over and make us some more of this. And so they got more of it in and all is well. So by the end of last week, they were back up and running, but it was a weird moment where I think they didn't forecast well. Again, like I've said, because I've dealt with Girl Scout cookies and inventory management, and every year I end up with way more flavors of one than the other, I never want to work forecasting or inventory control, right? That is like the world's hardest job to like figure out what people are going to eat and which cookies are going to be popular. This year I ordered with my gut and we have peanut butter patties left over at the end of the season because that was my cookie of choice. And so apparently when I went to order, that's what I ordered. So that is not I do not envy the person at Stampin' Up who has to do that job because that is very difficult. Very, very good. Other questions about kind of where we are in the Stampin' Up year and the cycle? I sent out an email today to the team, so check your spam boxes, emails. For those of you who have team, check with your team to make sure they're getting my emails. Because I put like the May tutorial bundle link is in there, so you have access to all the tutorials from Crafty Collaborations. So it's definitely worth it to check your email. And then I also put a little reminder in there about the Better Your Best party. So Susan Rutherford and I are going to partner up for this one because she's never done it for her team and I have. So in August, we will have a party. You'll get product and some projects in the mail from us if you achieve the Better Your Best challenge. That challenge is separate from what Stampin' Up did, but it does run April, May, and June. So there's 4 different ways that you can get access to that. You can qualify. So if you're new and you haven't met your first 900, if you qualify, you get in. If you've been around, then we just want you to better the quarter that you had last year, same quarter, April, May, June. If you don't have that quarter, just better any quarter that you had. So you'll better your best quarter. And then you can recruit somebody. So just one person and you earn your spot in. So Glenda and Sarah have both earned their spot in already. And if you title advance, which I think we've had a few people title advance. I think Natalie title advanced last month. And we know that Lisa title advanced. So there's different ways in. Read through the email. If you have questions, email me back. Let me know. If you message me, whatever, let me know if you've got questions. But we're going to partner up on that and do that together. And I think that'll be really fun. So the other thing I wanted to put on your calendar, and then I'll have you guys share your projects for the month and I'll take questions. Susan and I are planning something different. And we're excited and we're going to announce it tomorrow, I think, but I'm going to tell you guys tonight. So we're planning something called Dive In Day. And Dive In Day will be in July. It'll be a Saturday. It's going to be Saturday, July 27th. If you're not in town or you can't make it or whatever, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's our first one. But we're kind of excited about it. So it's an opportunity for you to come learn more about being a demonstrator. So it could be that you want to learn more about reports or DBWS, or you want to come and learn more about social media or how to take better photos of your projects or how to design projects better. We're also going to do some things like if you want to get a headshot taken because you don't have a Stampin' Up! Headshot, you don't have a good photo of yourself, and you want to have a nice photo taken. We've also invited Sharon Armstrong to come. Sharon is a local demonstrator who has achieved the $1 million sales in September. And she's super sweet, and we're excited to have her come and talk a little bit about what that journey was like and what she loves about Stampin' Up. She's super, super sweet. And she just moved to the area. She was up in the like McKinney area north of Dallas. And now she lives in San Marcos, Buda area. So we're excited to have her come be our keynote. It'll be fun. So it's going to be fun. We're going to serve lunch, and it'll be a fun day. We're hoping that you guys will give us feedback as well on things you want to learn, and we'll see if there's a need and an interest in this. We are going to do it at Susan's church in Martindale. So that's a little different from where we've done a lot of our other events. Susan can borrow the church for free, so it helps us keep things low cost and until we kind of have an idea of how many people want to come. We'll have door prizes, of course. There'll be games. There'll even be some crafting. So it will be a fun day, and we're very much looking forward to it. But we wanted to tell you guys, we wanted to get a head start. And any demonstrator is welcome to come. Does not have to be on our teams, does not have to be on Candy's team. Anybody can come. And we're going to try to do a good job advertising it to the wider, into a wider audience, make sure everybody knows about it. So any questions about where we are in the Stampin' Up! Process? May, the prospect of May. I'm doing a training this week that's on basically how to still have a summer, but also still, move things forward. So it's talking about using little snippets every day. So if I learn something fabulous, I will let you know. Today was all about, if you call it a business, treat it like a business, which was a good reminder. So I got a lot of things done today because I treated it like a business. So, hey, Patsy. All right. So I'm going to do door prizes. So everybody gets a door prize entry. And while I'm doing that, if you have a project that you would like to show, I will spotlight your video and you can show a project. If you need to scramble, get off the couch, get out of bed, I don't know, do all the things, then you can do that. If you need to unblur your background, I would highly recommend you unblur your background or turn off the funny backgrounds, because every time you try to hold up a swap, it then blends the background in. Anyways, it's impossible to see. So you will have to show a real background probably in order to make it work. But if you have something exciting that you would like to share, I would love to see it. So who would like to go first? Anybody? Going once. I see lots of movement. Driving, can't get off camera, but what does Kathleen say? Let's see. But I share my recent projects to the wall on the group. Oh, okay, good. I'll go. I can pull it up, I bet. See if I can share my screen. Let's see if I can figure this out. See. Okay. My computer has been running incredibly slow today. So I'm about to, here's the card templates. Sarah's already on top of it. Look at that. Ooh, oh my gosh. This is so cute, Kathleen. Holy guacamole. Oh, that's a cute card. Kathleen, did you do that for your class? Oh my gosh, those succulents. Oh, that's pretty. That's really, really pretty. Those are beautiful. Nice job. Let's see. Did you chat? Did you put that in was that your class that you did last month, Kathleen? I know you're still muted and you probably have no idea how to do it. Yes, she says. Awesome. All right. All right. So who else has something fabulous that they would like to share? Glenda, I see Glenda's hand first. Let's see. Spotlight for everyone. All right, Miss Glenda, what do you got?
Okay, I went to Candy's retreat
Oh, yeah.
and I made this card. Can you see?
Ooh, with the veggies.
Yes, it was the card, it was a challenge to put a shape, and I put a shape of the lettuce in there.
That's so cute.
And then here's a card I made with the with this one.
Oh yeah, the seaside wishes. Is that on, what's the one on the left? Is it pink or is it on vellum?
It is it's a real light coral. I forget the name of it. It's not peach, but
That's pretty.
there's two of them. But
Very
it was one of the dyes, and I thought it made a pretty contrast.
mhm.
And here's another one I did.
Ooh.
I thought that turned out.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty.
we did this one. This was chopped, a chopped challenge.
Oh yeah.
And she gave us these elements. Some I cut down. You know, I was just trying to figure out how to use all this weird stuff.
Sometimes
And
that's challenging.
yeah, and then I worked on Christmas cards. I did that at yours,
Yeah.
but I had these card blanks from it was the October paper pumpkin, and then you could order this.
Yep, the add-ons. Yep.
The add-on, except the add-on card was almost twice the size. Well, not twice the size, but it was
Huge.
great big.
Yes,
And
very
the stamp in the paper pumpkin was teeny tiny. So I had bought this stamp you see in the middle from Candy.
uh-huh.
And it was the right size house. And I tried not to make it too fussy, but I put that one in the middle. This one, let's see. Yeah. And I used the Night of Navy with it. So I did 36 of those while I was there.
Nice.
So I
Well,
have my Christmas cards ready for this Christmas.
nice. That's awesome. All right, who else's hand did I see? Jilly, I saw your hand. Let me spotlight. All right, you're in the spotlight.
I think I unmuted myself.
You
I'm
did.
sorry, this isn't very clear at all. Oh well. So I was on retreat in Fredericksburg and I was working on Seaside Wishes. So this was the first card I made last month that for my class that's on Saturday. Let me get that down a little bit. There we go. That looks better.
Nice.
So that was the one I just love using the bubbles, doing
Yeah.
the blending brush on there to get that kind of summer splash color in.
That's pretty. What color did you make the starfish?
Starfish is pretty in pink with pecan pie. No, pecan pie.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool. All right, cool.
Yeah, because I had a whole big thing of stuff I was playing with to try them
Yeah.
out. And that was
Yeah.
like the best combo.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
with the-
yeah. I found the right one. I'll have
And
to
then
try
this one I used, let's see. This one I used some Thoughtful Wishes paper. Oh golly, it's so hard to get decent. Maybe that's a little bit better.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so that one was really fun. This is crumb cake with, I think I did Fleur de Flamingo because the petal pink wasn't quite right on the crumb cake. The starfish is cut out on the largest sand dollar, the middle. So you can't see it here, but you can see the details of the sand dollar in the starfish.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that's
it's
so
pretty cool. And then found this one on Pinterest. I found the other one on Pinterest too. Let me,
Ooh.
I'm having a hard time with this one with the light.
There
I
you
don't know
go.
if that helps. Okay, good. So I made the illusion that the sand dollar is in the sand.
That's beautiful.
I watched a YouTube video on that one. And you just do the striping with your blending brush across this way. And then you take your crumb cake ink pad and tilt it and just create light amount of streaks.
Did you use any beige at all, Jill?
So this background is basic beige right here.
Okay.
And this is God, what did I use? I use basic beige for this scene as well. And then there's white to kind of bring out the pop and the white of the oh man, this thing's
That's really pretty.
I really love this one. I mean, it was super easy too. So I'm like really, really happy about that.
Yeah,
Obviously, I'm not in great lighting where I'm at tonight. So,
well, whatever. It's gorgeous.
okay. All right. That's it. Besides my organized swap that I'm working on.
Yes, yes. I'm also working on that. That is.
We all are.
Anybody else have something to share? Patsy, I see you with something in your hands. Let me spotlight you.
Oh, this is the one that I did for my class this last
Oh,
weekend.
so pretty. I love those thistles.
Yes. And it's the Highland Heather
Gorgeous.
paper. And then on the inside.
Nice.
And then the tree.
Oh yeah, you got the tree. Oh, he's so cute.
And it has a brushed grass butterfly in it.
Good job with that. Brushed grass
Butterfly.
That-
Yeah. So those I had for the class this last weekend.
Awesome. Yay. Anybody else
Yeah.
have some samples they want to show off? Miss Anita, let's see. Spotlight.
Well, I showed them at Candy's meeting, but here's my basket full of all the toolbox paper. I
You
used
did.
the whole package and I made 49 cards.
Wow.
So here's a few close up.
Yeah. I mean, if there's an inspiration to use all your paper, Sarah, there it is, right? Like,
And I
oh,
did a few Father's Day, but not, a few.
I love it. I love that thanks die on it too. That's really cute. That one's really cool. I love that one. Yeah, that one's really
Oh,
yeah,
good.
amazing.
So I got tired of fussy cutting all the tools, but they're so cute.
Yes,
So
that's a
it worked.
well, because isn't there like 4 sheets of tools? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of tools.
but yeah.
That's too many tools. Nice job. All right, who else? Anybody else have something fantastical they'd like to show off? All right, I'm going to show our meeting packet. So if you got a meeting packet this month, I did a very full explanation of it all on the Southern Sweet Stamper meeting last week. And I believe that Candy has posted the link for it for the recording. If she hasn't, I'll push her to. But one of the reasons I wanted to show you my samples, and I posted some pictures of the finished samples, is to show you that you didn't need the stamp set that was recommended. So Simply Said was the stamp set that was recommended. And then all these little die cut pieces are from the Unbounded Love, Unbounded Beauty, Unbounded something. Beauty. Okay, great. So I just wanted to show you some of these are pretty easy card pieces. I don't think that either one of these, this one has, yeah, that one was interesting. It had that little panel on the inside. So kind of a nice way when you have a 6x6, if you want to use that piece, I think that's kind of a neat touch. And then I think with this one, yeah. So this one, it used a piece on the inside with a little label. I also like this because sometimes you don't have a lot to say, right? And so using up some of your space on the inside of a card is kind of helpful. This one was really simple. And again, I think in her sample, she used a piece on the inside. When I cut mine, I didn't cut it right. So, and then this was the bigger, fancier one. So this is basically 2 cards put together. And so you have the first card, and then you have kind of the second card. So we were talking about how this is kind of cool if you have a lot of people who want to sign a card. You can stick 2 cards together, and this is literally like 2 cards that were just glued together. And so it gives you more room to write. And so I know Lisa and I have both been commissioned to make cards with room for people to write. And I thought this was a really cool idea on how to do that. And then this one has a pretty fancy little, tie that you can tie. So, yeah, this month's packet was that. We do not know what next month's packet will be yet, but soon we will. And we'll post that up. Either Candy or I think it's Candy's month to do that. I don't know. We'll discuss it and figure it out. So, good. Okay. So let's do some door prizes. Let's get some things out. All right. I have more of these swirly things. I don't know how I have this many. This is sort of like the copper ribbon. These are the new, and I'll kind of zoom us in a second, but these are the new iridescent faceted gems. So very, very shiny. These are the new 2024, 2026 in color shimmer gems. These are cork ones. These are retired, but I really love them and I think they're cool. And so I wanted to put the cork in the mix. And then let me find, I'll do some of these because I know that some of you have not gotten them. And so if you have not gotten them, we'll do some of those. And for today, I think that is it. Okay, so we'll do that. Do I have, and I still have a pack of this. So let's put this in the mix too. This is a pack of the paper, the Meandering Meadows. This is the online exclusives paper, and I have a pack of this. So I'll put this in the mix. So we have choices. All right. So let's pull some winners. And I've got my pile of names here. Okay, well, that one wins automatically because he fell on the floor. Whoever this is, you win. Nancy! I saw you here, Miss Nancy. I hope you're still here. If you're here, you can unmute and tell me what you want. Oh, I think she popped off. All right, I'll send her something. All right, next person. Let's see, who's this? Anita, what would you like?
The paper.
Of course. Please make 5,000 cards with this paper.
It's so pretty.
I expect to see it by next week. Excellent. All right. And then the other one I pulled at the same time. Kathleen, my dear, what would you like?
You don't have any more of that Meandering Meadows paper, do you?
I do not.
Okay.
Hmm.
I will do the in color embellishments, please.
Yeah, shimmer ones. Those are pretty.
Thanks.
Those less shimmery than I thought they were gonna, like they're pretty usable. Like I've been using them on some samples and stuff. I really like them. All right, let's pull somebody else. Let's see. Deidre, I saw you're there. What would you like? You can unmute or you can type in the chat as well. That is also a choice. I know Lisa's there with you too, so. Deidre, can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna send her some Post-it notes. That'll be my default prize. Jill, what would you like?
I would like to get those sparkle gems, please.
Yes, they're quite blingy. I was like, ooh, they're like a
Can't wait.
little
Can't
tiny
wait.
good balls. So, all right, here we go. Well, this one, Patsy Palmer, what would you like?
Yes, the cork ones.
Yeah, those are really nice. I really like them. Cork.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. All right, and Sharon, hello. It pays to show up to the meeting. What would you like? Would you like some of the sticky notes or would you like the what are these called? Adhesive back swirl dots.
I'll take the swirl dots.
The swirl dots. All right. Beautiful. All
And
right.
I did have a couple of cards to show, but I don't know how to do that.
Oh yeah. So all you have to do is just hold them up to the screen and we can see them. So
Okay.
let's see.
So, oh, see, I don't know why that does that.
So it's because you've got your crazy background on. So
Okay, well, my son set that up. So how do I turn that crazy background off?
yeah. So if you go down to where it says video, there's a little up caret, like a little up mark thing. It's like a tick. It's like a little, and it will open up a menu that,
Okay.
Melissa, are you sure it doesn't say crazy background thing?
no, it's, no, it really,
I don't know. Can y'all see that?
oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep. There you go.
Okay. And then this is the inside.
Ooh, there you go.
Good
Pretty.
job.
Yes. So I use the around the bend edge right here and made it like a thing to put my flowers in.
Oh, that's super cute. It's like a little pocket of flowers.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's
cute.
for anniversary. And then I made this card here.
Oh,
That's cute.
that's
Happy.
And then this is the inside.
ooh.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'll
And
get this Zoom figured out eventually.
yeah, it's light
yeah.
enough you can write on it too. That's nice.
Yeah. So I saw this one on a YouTube video. So
That's a really nice one. I just screenshot how to do it. So I'll post in our group how to turn off your background. So
yeah, my son set this up and I don't know. Just like, okay, I'm blinking everywhere. And
when the children set things up for you. So okay, well good. I'm going to stop the recording. So let me do that. Which is where, okay, here, stop.